Welcome to Big Red Leads. I'm Big Red, getting you and your business back to the black. Today, just another message, I guess you could say, or maybe just another way to approach a conversation. Um, this goes for everybody, um, men and women alike. What do you engage in when surrounded by others? And when I say others, this could be friends, family, co-workers, people who you do not know necessarily. Maybe some people that you just met at a lounge or a pool hall or wherever. Just meeting people. We'll start there. Are you presenting your full self? And let's be honest. Or are you presenting just a mask? A masquerade, if you will, of all the great aspects of you. And why do we feel this need to please or get the approval of others? Because understand, capitulating to societal norms is a sickness in itself. If you cannot be your authentic self in spaces with others, you can be for sure you're not doing it with yourself when you are alone. In moments of solitude, in moments of meditation, in moments of um, simply writing, working out, your diet. When we say all the small things matter, all the little things matter. They do when we're speaking about you as an individual. Now, I'm not a philosopher, never claimed to be, but just in my own travels, in my own experiences, everyone has a story. Everyone has this ability to make themselves look better than what they actually are. Now, I'm going to speak on myself personally. I'm not the best father in the world. I wasn't the best husband in the world. I'm not always the greatest friend in the world. I haven't always been the best business partner in the world. There have been mishaps, mistakes, things that I fell short of. And being accountable and being responsible, especially not only to the others who were in the space with me, but being responsible to myself and being accountable to myself and my own misgivings and misdeeds. I've realized that everyone is a work in progress. We've heard that expression 1,000 times. If you have not heard that expression, please understand that is a very old expression because it is very true. People have the ability to change. People have the ability to transform their lives and the outcomes of situations that they put themselves in. You have to be willing to give yourself some grace. Give yourself the space to grow. It's okay. And if you're on this path of healing, understand you cannot sit up here and simply accept mediocrity when you claim that you want greatness. You want everything at the end of the rainbow. You want all the gold, all the treasures, but you're not willing to put the work in. That is a problem. That is a major problem, especially in today's society. It is no measure of health to acclimate to a sick society. Facts. Please understand that. If what you seek is validation from someone else and you are not willing to validate yourself, that is a problem. If you are seeking approval of others outside of yourself, that is a problem. We're not even touching base necessarily on ego. Understanding I have to be right, I must be right, I cannot be incorrect or wrong in this situation, especially in the space when others are around me. That speaks directly to the ego. The ego is a tree that must be pruned on a daily basis. Not only for women, but especially for men. Because if you're not on your purpose and your ego develops and blooms into the size of an oak tree, a fully mature oak tree, you will develop issues and problems that you will continually have to work on a constant basis. And that's not including from your childhood traumas and experiences that you had that have developed and become a part of your daily lexicon of the way you think, the way you move, the way you maneuver around people. You have to take care of yourself. So allowing people or being tolerant of people who do not look at the small things or the little things as of any significance of importance, you are allowing and enabling the type of behavior that you would not necessarily tolerate within yourself. So question yourself. Ask yourself, why do I put up with this? From yourself, much less someone else. At what point do we stop this? At what point do we actually start to heal? At what point do we simply say, I cannot be a part of this anymore? And be willing to make a valid, righteous change within ourselves. Because if you change, if you move towards real growth, everything around you in your environment will do the same. Will do the same. It's really that simple. Now, being simple and having complexities is also a concept that gets missed because most people think that, oh, well, I can compartmentalize this. I can compartmentalize this. I can separate this from this. And this is apples and oranges. No. If it's anything to do with you as an individual, you, the self, yourself, working on something that needs to be worked on, or not allowing or not tolerating bad behavior or ungodlike behavior in your space, it also speaks to the fact that you're willing to take shortcuts on things that, if you take a shortcut, you are shortchanging yourself. You're not learning the lessons. At the same time, the lessons will come back, fold over. You're talking tenfold on the quote-unquote punishment that's going to come from that, or the outcome. Because you have to go back and fix the things that you broke. You have to go back and fix the things that were incorrect, that were not healthy, that were truly detrimental to your well-being, much less the people who are in relationship with you. So when do we stop this? When do we take an honest assessment of where we are and push the agenda forward? Because this affects everything. If you're the type of person who sees someone doing something, let's say someone not giving their best effort, if you allow this person to be around you and you do not speak on it, if you're simply just observing this behavior and it's hurting others in the space, and you don't speak on it, you are enabling this person and you are tolerating this behavior. So, yes, the small things matter. Even if you just voice your opinion on the subject, or better yet, speak on the observation of this behavior, at least you're acknowledging that there's a problem. You have to acknowledge the problem, you have to recognize the problem, and then speak on it. You have to take some action if you want real results, if you want real change, if you want real transformation. You're going to have to go through this issue. We're so quick to judge and tell other people what to do, but we're not doing it for ourselves. Because the majority of the time we're simply enabling this behavior to go on and think that everything's okay, when in fact it's the total opposite. When we're talking about team building, this is where a lot of these concepts come into place, and most people are not willing to speak up to a teammate who's not performing at their best. Why do we do that? Why would you do that? If you're giving your best effort, and understand everyone's skill level is where it is. But if a person is honest with themselves and honest with the people who are around them, the people who surround them, and simply say, I did not give my best effort, if you can acknowledge that, that's a start. That's a beginning. We want the finer things in life, but like I said, we are not willing to go through the fire to get to the end, to get the result of a winning formula. I'll give you a better example. Here's another example, I should say. Working a job, and let's say there's a team, just a team of people working together for one common goal. If there are a few people who put out these poison seeds and speaking on others in a not so pleasant light, is it okay if their performance is slacking? Is it okay that they don't give their best effort at all times? Is it okay to speak on someone else's shortcomings when in fact you have several of your own? If you have not acknowledged your own in the public, why would you speak on someone publicly if you're not willing to say it to their face? Someone is resentful of someone else because they got a promotion. Someone is not happy with where they are in their station in life, but yet they're quick to judge other people. If this person is giving their best effort, I'm not going to criticize them on giving their best effort. Now, if I'm observing what they do, how they do it, if I can see any way to help and improve their own performance, their own level of effort, their own way of being, raise their skill level, if you can help that person, speak on it. Indulge them in the conversation. Bring it up. Because that's you acknowledging there's another way to do this. There's another way that could be even more beneficial for that person. Why would you hold these things back? I know this message will help somebody today. Start to speak up. Do not allow all the little things that are shortcomings for most people to go by the wayside. Not only in others, but especially in yourself. Like, share, definitely subscribe to the channel. Love you all. This is Big Red Leads. Have a great day.